Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is environmental injustices, local, national, and global. And the guest is Dr. DPadgett from Tennessee State University. Of course, Dr. Padgett, let me welcome you to the show this morning. And to tell you, Dr. Padgett, that we've had a number of excellent shows with you. As a matter of fact, I happen to recall a couple right at this very moment. That Maytown project that we did, and I think that was very successful because we've had a lot of responses in reference to that. And one that I think is always top, and that was the one dealing with chocolate cities. And I think that was a very influential and very important show. And today we're to deal with environmental injustices, local, national, and global. And so let's have you to start off, Dr. Padgett, by giving us some statements in reference to your background, that kind of information. I'm sure you're familiar with that. And then we'll get into global injustices and and the reasons you consider these things to be global injustices, local, national, and global.
Yes, I'm an associate professor of geography at Tennessee State University. My primary area of focus is environmental science, or has been. And so I graduated from the University of Florida, at Western Kentucky University, primarily studying geography and geology. One of my areas of specialization was environmental geology. In fact, I taught environmental geology at both Austin Peay State University and at Vanderbilt University before coming to Tennessee State University. And so I became aware of the environmental justice movement when I was in graduate school. And so I'd always been politically active and socially active, and I've known I wanted to study environmental science since I was 12 years old, but I'd never really put the two together until I read an article in Emerge magazine featuring a Dr. Robert Bullock, who is now at Clark Atlanta University, director of the Environmental Justice Resource Center there. And he is considered to be the father of environmental justice. And so essentially what the environmental justice movement is the coming together of the civil rights movement of the 60s and the environmental movement. Those two movements during the 60s were in parallel to one another. But when we started getting into the 1970s and especially in the 1980s, social activists and environmental activists got together recognizing that people of color in their